What's that one kid's name?
All right, what the?
Yeah, you can start. You can start us off. What's going on, y'all? It's Atlas Show.
And LA Cash. Welcome back to Cash and Show Do Football. We're standing here.
Downtown.
We're downtown.
Yes.
So, first of all, we've been talking about this on and off for the last couple, really weeks. But, bro, these teenagers. What's the deal with these teenagers coming up in football?
They're just too good at this sport. I mean, there's Yamal. There's what's that one kid's name?
This guy, Mark Goy, I think his name is. Apologies if I mispronounced. But he's 17 years old. Makes his debut in, I think it was in the midweek, might have been last weekend, whatever, for Barcelona, and scores scores the Barca's winner within 23 seconds of coming on the pitch.
Was it his first touch?
I'm pretty sure it was.
It had to have been, right?
Like, might have taken a few. I think he might have controlled it. But what were we doing at 17?
Bro, at 17, I think I was playing Minecraft. I mean, yeah, I was TPing to my friends. I wasn't doing nothing crazy like how these kids are doing nowadays, for sure.
I was running FIFA. I'm still running FIFA. But yeah, and there was this 13-year-old in the USL, the second division of American soccer. We'll talk about more of that later. But this was a couple weeks ago. This was in the start of October. But this kid... he's 13 years of age, 7 months and 13 days old. Sacramento Republic's forward, Divian, sorry if I mispronounced her name, Kimbrough, became the youngest North American soccer player to make his debut. 13.
That's crazy.
What were you doing at 13?
Literally doing the same stuff that I was doing at 17.
I mean, just
you know what I
started
mean?
being a teenager.
Yeah, literally.
Just started being a teenager. That just makes me mad. So I'm like, bro, you're starting... I mean, yeah, that makes, let alone starting for Barcelona, just in soccer in general.
Yeah. Was I even kicking a ball like that well at 13? No. I mean, Real Madrid cupped that one kid from Brazil, remember? He's going to come next year.
Oh, the Endrick.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's...
Endrick signed Real Madrid at 16 years old.
Right. These other kids aren't the only ones that are just teenagers that are balling. Apparently, there's a lot of them.
He has like a 6-year contract. Signed it with 3. He's like coming next year. He's like, I'll chill at Brazil for another year.
Right.
You know, hone my skills, and then come to Real Madrid.
Isn't Rico Lewis in his teens?
I think so.
From City?
I think he's like 17.
Right, he's young too. A lot of these.
Pep likes the guy. Mm-hmm. He plays him a lot. He's like ridiculous.
Surprised he didn't start against United.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, we can get into that now. Let's just get this out of the way. United
are in shambles.
We're trash, man. We're not great.
I mean, that's not news, though. You know what I mean?
It's not. That's the thing. Is that I don't know why people expected anything different. I knew we wouldn't play well.
Yeah.
Did anyone expect anything different?
I didn't think you guys would lack so much fight. That's my thing. You guys lacked fight. We
lacked all passion because we just couldn't make anything happen. I think once that happens, we're prone to that. The players drop their heads, get out of the game. And it's just shit to see because then, you know...
Bruno's a sore loser.
That too.
And what was up with that Anthony kicking Doku at the end? What was up with that?
Doku didn't deserve that.
He didn't deserve that.
He didn't deserve that.
He didn't deserve that. And then he smacked, like, come on. Like, by the end of the game, all the United players just, like, lost their heads.
We lost their... No one got sent off, but we lost our heads. Definitely.
Very luckily, nobody got sent off.
But yeah, it's more than just the team. It's more than just the manager, because that's what's been happening for the past couple weeks. We'll play like trash, we'll get on a bad run, and then they'll sack the manager. But in reality, it's not just the managerial, or could be just the managerial decisions. It's everything from the top down. It's obviously from how the club is run. We've been having this discussion for so long.
Years at this point.
For years at this point.
Years. It's been a decade. United have been trashed.
New news.
New news, but I mean, yes.
We're trash. No, but it's... So hopefully... I pray, literally, that we have some sort of change because we obviously the Ineos group has, I think it's confirmed now that they bought 25% minority shares of the club from the Glazers, and they're going to have complete sporting control. Which means they'll be able to fire any, the director of football, which they're crap anyway, the recruitment staff. I'm pretty sure they'll have some control of the medical. I mean, they should. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, because that's actually very important.
Yeah, and then the recruiting. Yeah. So hopefully we'll completely change our transfer strategy to not go for completely Mason Mount type signings.
Yes.
Big
name, big money. Let's go for him.
Let's go for
him.
Big name with big money with, I don't know.
But nothing. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about United. I mean, just trash.
We're trash.
City, on the other hand, played, I wouldn't say well, but they could
have beat us at least 5. If Onana didn't save a few of those, he played a good game.
I think they were on like second gear, bro. Like
they
City.
Didn't play,
I don't think they were really playing as hard as they usually do. Holland just wasn't even in the game. You know what I mean?
He was there, but he's just
at a lot of points of the game, Holland wasn't even really there. Except he had that header. Which he
had a couple chances.
That goal,
still scored.
Yeah, he scored a penalty, nice. But his header, remember when we were watching it together, man, he was wide open. Like there's that's the problem with United. I know we just got done talking about them, but I mean, like there were only, I want to say, City on maybe like 2. They weren't going too hard. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because they had, but that's what they do. They had possession. They had control of the game. But again, that's kind of what you expect from City at this point. And with this United team that can't keep the ball, can't get anything moving forward. When you play Scott McTominay as your number 10 right now, listen, I don't think that was the worst decision in the world, but you have to have something behind him that's going to support that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have he's not going to be the one, because Bruno's usually in that position, spreading it out to Rashford and Anthony Garnacho, whatever. But when you have McTominay there just trying to muck shit up in the middle, it's like...
Yeah, he's an engine, but where's the quality?
Exactly. There's nothing there to support the attackers, which is what you're going to need if you need to, take on Man City.
True. Is Mount going... Is Mount on the plane? Is Mount on the plane? Because I don't think Mount's on the plane right now.
He hasn't been on, for England?
Yes. Is he going? Is he going? He's not going.
For the Euro? He's not going right now. He needs to get... Well, he hasn't been integrated into this team yet. I mean, he started, he didn't play well. We tried playing him next to Casemiro initially. Right. It didn't work well because we also didn't have the defenders to support him. We need, once we get, hopefully...
Our first back line, yes.
Their first back line, which Ten Hag wants to play, that's another thing, he can't play them at the moment. His first choice whole back line has been out for basically the whole season. So you don't have the support there. Then you have Casemiro. He's been injured. Now he was injured today.
Right.
So you can't really play Mason Mount next to really Amrabat, because Amrabat's going to want to do his own thing right now because he hasn't made a relationship with Casemiro or any other one in the pivot. So I think he'll work. I don't know if he'll work in that position, though. Right. If he does, then it'll have to be later down the line when we can play him against... Play him against people that we're going to have the ball with. Like, play him... If you want to try that out against, like, Luton. You know
right,
I mean?
Yeah. That is very true.
So
I don't like being experimental against squads that are very solid into what they already do. So
exactly.
That is very true.
But, what was I going to say? But yeah, right now he's not on the plane for England. He just hasn't been integrated into this team yet, which is unfortunate.
Do you want to talk about Jude Bellingham?
Yeah, we can talk about El Clásico.
El Clásico.
It was an interesting game. Listen,
it was actually a good game. Barca actually played a good game.
They played a good game. Yeah. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Spanish football just because of how it is played. I like the physicality and the pace of the Premier League. The way that Real Madrid kind of sat back a little bit and let Barcelona have the ball and do their thing and kind of capitalize on them making their own mistakes, which is it's
not the worst.
It's not the worst thing to see, but when I'm used to, obviously I'm a United fan, so I want to see the press. You know what I mean?
No press today.
There's no press to them.
Yeah, there was no press.
I mean, there was some. There was
no United press.
When it was like the last 10 minutes, you saw some, but it was like there was something there. But yeah, Jude comes in clutch again.
For two. That first goal was insane. He just, he saw how his foot go. He just whacked it and it just went right past, what's his name, Ter Stegen. That was fire. At the moment. Yeah, he's very crazy. And then, didn't he score late on too?
Yeah, so it was like a cross. It was literally like the 94th. It was like only a few minutes left in the game, left in the match. But... there wasn't really, not a lot separating them. And then Carvajal just crossed one into the box. I think he took a bounce, and then, he just had a clinical touch. Yeah. It wasn't like the cleanest of finishes. It took a bounce, and he just took a pass.
I think Gundogan scored his first Barca goal. He's dope. He's actually really dope.
He's a great player.
Very good player. And then, I mean, other than that, like, I mean, it was a tight
little
game.
underwhelmed overall from both like attacking teams. I thought they were going to create a lot, considering that they made a lot of mistakes, both teams, I would say. I thought Vinicius would be a big player in that game. He really didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised with that. And up front Joao Felix actually played a good game while he was on the field. I'm surprised they took him off.
Right. Do you think Jude Bellingham will be the best player in the world next year, or like he could like get the Ballon d'Or? Because obviously right now it's Messi and Haaland, and I guess you could sneak Mbappe in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
Mbappe he won't be. Well, yeah, maybe this year Mbappe won't be there next just because of the season PSG are having.
Right.
But I would say it depends on what Real win by the end of this season. I think he gets at least 20 goals.
Right.
Because he already has 10. That was his 10th. The two goals he scored were his 9th and his 10th goal.
I see him scoring a lot in the Champions League. I see him scoring a lot in La Liga. You know what I mean?
He's so important for them.
He's a very different type of English player. He doesn't remind me of like Michael Owen or like.
No.
Or like,
he's physical.
Yeah,
but
he's
pacey.
different.
He's got all the control. He's got.
Would you say he's pacey? I would say he's relatively pacey.
I wouldn't say he's not. He has pace, but he's not. I think he's more power than pace.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit. I think he can beat some players, but he's not, because just the size. You wouldn't expect him to probably move that quick. I think that probably is what catches a lot of players off guard. So he can slip past players with
ease,
pretty much a lot of ease relative to his size. But I think he'll be a big. I think that's a shout. I don't know.
I think next year he really, really might. If Mbappe doesn't move to Real Madrid, he is moving to Real Madrid.
He will, yeah.
Right? So we don't know how he'll play next season. But based off of this season so far, right? Technically, I would say Bellingham's playing better than Haaland. Technically, I'd also probably say Bellingham's playing better than Mbappe. And then Messi's obviously doing his thing in America. So
he's kind of out of it.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily out of it, but like it just knocks off a few points. You know what I mean?
They're not going to realistically the Ballon d'Or. They're not going
to give it to somebody over here
in the MLS.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen because you need because the reason he's going for it now is because he won the World Cup and because it's him. So I think he'll.
This is his last chance.
Based on what Fabrizio is also saying, he's probably getting the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
But
next year, Bellingham, I could definitely see him as a shout for being a Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah.
If Mbappe, and Haaland have all right seasons like this year.
Yeah, it also depends what Mbappe does after he makes the move.
Yeah, because if he goes to Real Madrid and he's just scoring goals and goals and goals and goals,
maybe. But if it's still the Jude Bellingham show, then.
But if Bellingham has a striker, like if Bellingham had Benzema, would he be scoring as many goals? Probably not.
He'd be playing a completely different role.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So probably not. You know what I mean?
Because he is the guy right now for them.
Maybe Bellingham is the new striker.
That's the well,
maybe Bellingham is the new striker.
I don't think Mbappe is like he wants to be that striker. I think Mbappe wants to do his own thing.
His left wing.
I think Mbappe doesn't he play on the right most of the time? Whatever.
Nah, he doesn't play on the right. I thought he played on the left. Or no, that's where Neymar played, right?
Yeah.
So then probably played on the right.
Well, he was but
Messi played on the right.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't like being the guy at striker, so that's where all the contention came in. Because he didn't like being the main guy up top. He wanted to be the right wing and kind of cut in and do his own thing. Right. So I think that'll really work. That's why I told you before, I'm kind of excited for that, just to watch that, just for the spectacle of having Vinicius, Bellingham, and Mbappe up front. Like, that's going to be
Did you see Mbappe's goal in the Champions League? Who they played? They played AC Milan, right?
Yeah.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
I kind of wish Rafael Leao showed up a little bit more in that game, but I mean, still.
He tried it. He tried some stuff. It just didn't come off for him.
Yeah.
He had some skills.
Yeah, he did. It wasn't bad. It just didn't come off. But that first Mbappe goal, like
that was.
It was
he just
so
cut inside,
sick.
Completely sold the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and just slots it in. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of player I want.
Because he was so fat. Like how quick he is. He's probably the best dribbler. Now.
Yeah, in the world,
in Europe,
yeah.
Now. Well, in Europe, definitely. In the world, probably.
Probably.
Because, the way he cut in, completely sold the goalkeeper and finished immediate. It's like...
Through the legs, you know what I mean, of the defender. You're like, how do you even defend that? Like, Mbappe.
because that's why Mbappe is considered that, because you know he can just do that.
Yeah, once he's in the box, he's shooting. You know what I mean? Like my dad said, you know what I mean? Once he's in the box, shoot. And Mbappe, like, he made my dad proud. But yeah.
So
What's next?
We can talk about. You want to talk about Detroit City?
Yeah, aren't they on their way to a final or something like that?
No. We got beat, bro. We got beat.
Oh, we got beat.
We got beat 4-0 in our playoff to Louis. So Louisville are a sweet. I believe they won the USL last season, and I think they might have beat us in the first playoff game as well. But yeah, so we got our first playoff win the other day against. Sorry. I'm sorry. I completely forgot who we played in the USL. Please hold. Detroit City were beat by Louisville 4-0 in the conference semifinals, but we beat Pittsburgh Riverhounds 1-0 directly before then. So I want to give a lot of credit to this team because I haven't seen a lot of them this season.
A lot of what?
Detroit City in general. Just because there's it's a lot of football, man.
It's a lot of football that we have to keep
up. Champions League, Premier League, trying to be cognizant of the other leagues, and to watch Detroit City. We haven't had, and the other thing was we haven't had a great season. Detroit City just barely scraped into the playoffs. They haven't had a great. They lost a couple players like Hopino. I believe when we went last season, he scored, and he was a great pacey player. He went to Hartford in the USL, but Detroit City have just shown we haven't grabbed all the
pieces.
Well, we haven't had the best seasons because we're not the type we want to be like the type of team from what I've seen to like kind of just get at when we have the ball, just to get at them and break them down. But we had to adapt and be kind of a team that is more resilient and kind of get the points where we can. Right.
Which is not very...
It's not where we want to be because we finished...
Very Crystal Palace-y. Very Sean Dyche.
It is, really.
Very Sean Dyche of us.
And we only scraped in the playoffs because we had the team that was directly above us, actually, Miami FC. They lost to the first team in the table, Sacramento Republic.
Oh, okay.
And we got a draw that put us we actually were level on points with them, but goal difference somehow
we somehow scraped in. Yeah,
we somehow scraped in. But yeah, so we got our first playoff win, which I think is a dub for Detroit City, considering the season they had. So I'm proud of us. We move on for next season. So one thing I did want to talk just in general about was, real quick, I want to talk about. Olympic Lyon have had an abysmal season for them because they're one of the best teams in Liga by a long shot. They were like the most dominant team in Liga before PSG came and got their extreme run. Extreme run? Maybe they got taken over by the Qataris, and became PSG. But so Olympic Lyon haven't won a game in Liga this season.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They're bottom of the table, which is
like surprising,
insane.
Yeah,
and the fans have it's kind of weird. Them and Ajax are another team that is just like completely. I mean, I don't know. They're just lost.
Right,
is the only way to say it. But their fans brought stones. Some of their fans, not the whole fan base, but
it's a very bloody mess. We don't know if we can show this on YouTube.
Yeah, you might have to cover that. You know what I'm saying? You might have. I had it on the table. I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get strike. I don't know if I'm going to strike right now.
Might be the this disturbing content. It's age restricted. No, but their fans brought stones and they attacked one of their coaches. And
wow, he's actually beat up pretty bad.
They had to postpone the game against Marseille because them and Ajax. I don't know if you've been paying attention. I know you're not really that into the Dutch league.
Not at all.
But I think they just lost again to PSV today. I kind of like PSV. I have a soft spot for Ajax and
Right.
Ten Hag, but I like PSV just because of the players they have. They have Malik Tillman and Serginho Dest, which are obviously two Americans in the for the future. I mean, Serginho Dest is one that's in the conversation already for the U.S. team. But Malik Tillman played, Dest played as well. But they got beat. Ajax got beat 5-2 to PSV.
Damn.
And Ajax are currently, I think they're in the relegation. They're bottom of the table as well.
Damn.
So what? I feel like this season, I don't know why this season has been like a weird for a lot of different teams across Europe.
Yeah.
For
Chelsea, you know what I mean? For
United to an extent.
Tottenham, it's been kind of weird.
I mean, for Tottenham, it's
kind of weird.
for the direct opposite. Yeah, Tottenham have got the other end of that,
right?
With Ange,
Or even Granada. Is it? Am I not right?
I think it's Girona.
Girona in the Spanish league.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really
up there.
good apparently. So.
And they don't really have any
players.
recognizable players.
You know, I don't know one player that plays on.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't know one player.
So what do you think? I mean, it's kind of hard to just like pin something down for them.
Yeah.
What do you think? What happens? You know?
Yeah.
What, they have teams that have this crazy form like Spurs. Is it just the mentality? Is it the way the club is set up and it just changes? I think for Ajax, you can definitely say that because of the way that once Ten Hag left, a lot of his players left. He brought some of his players to United. And
yeah, a lot of his players actually, a few of them, in Onana and Martinez. And,
Onana was gone before that.
Oh yeah, he was at Inter. He was. I forgot about that part. But I mean, like, still, who else has he brought from there? Anthony,
Martinez,
fidget spinner. Oh, fidget spinner.
God,
so much.
But yeah, so
much Brazilian talent.
So yeah, those players got brought. And also Kudus left for West Ham this season.
Right.
But they still have a lot of talent.
Ajax?
Ajax.
I mean, it's always going to be like that, you know what I mean? But, like, obviously this season, who's performing poorly? Is it Ajax or is it PSV?
Ajax. PSV are top of the table.
Right. Damn, bro. So, I don't even know. What do you think Ajax can do? I mean, it's in their philosophy to always kind of build and come back anyway. So.
Well, I think that is also, like, kind of a cautionary,
it's still a hot spot, bro.
Result to see because, it's when you have this philosophy of youth, bring all them into the first team immediately, and when it just doesn't work after you replace or those other players go for high fees to other big teams in Europe, it can be tricky. And also, they haven't really moved on from Erik Ten Hag.
It might be next season or the season after where they're hitting again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think they'll probably survive.
I think Ajax will always be the, brotherhood, young grow up through the academy players. I don't think they're gone. You know what I mean? Like United. I just like to cook on United. But yeah. Liverpool played today as well.
You can talk a lot of Liverpool.
Who'd they play against? They played
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they played against Nottingham Forest, and honestly, it was a pretty good game. Like Nunez didn't necessarily he didn't play on the level that I wanted him to play, but he got himself a goal, right? Last game that he played, I think it was Toulouse in the Europa League. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but he had dribbled past the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Right.
I have not seen this.
You didn't see it?
No, I haven't watched the Europa League.
I think he was basically running in behind, and he dribbled past the goalkeeper, and he goes to shoot with his right foot. And obviously, like Nunez always does, right? He hits the post, right? Wide open goal.
Par for the course.
Yeah. And he somehow gets an assist, right? And it comes off to Ryan Gravenberch, and he scores, right? Which is good, you know what I mean? He also scored earlier in that game too.
Okay.
But based on today's game, I mean, Jota, Nunez, Salah, Szoboszlai with the man of the match too. You know what I mean? I can't complain right now. You know what I mean? Very happy. Endo came on as well. Again, you know what I mean? You can't.
How have you been liking Endo?
I like Endo. There's not been anything wrong. He just needs to get in the team. He needs to, integrate himself and get a run of game. That's what everyone's saying. You know what I mean? Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister though is like that's like my perfect midfield.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that I want to go with. I think that's the starting three right there.
I always get concerned with McAllister in that middle position because how is he? Because that's the only thing. Because I'm like, it seems like you're playing. You kind of shift into like a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Super high. You know what I'm saying?
What if it was 4 midfielders and 2 attackers? You think that might be like Nunez
so
and
it's like
Salah?
kind of a makeshift. So it's more of like a diamond.
Yeah, it's like Nunez, Salah. Then it's like Szoboszlai and Alexis up front. Then behind them is Gravenberch and Endo.
Okay, so it's like a 4. It's kind of like what they do in Germany. So it's like a 4-2-2-2.
Maybe not like a 2-2-2, but it could be like a diamond where it's like a.
It just has to the shape has to make sense.
Yeah, you know
because
what I mean?
a lot of it that just makes if I were a Liverpool fan I don't watch Liverpool all the time obviously because
Right.
I don't like watching you guys be good.
Right.
But I don't. It would make me nervous seeing like McAllister just in that position because when you guys are on the defense and then you have also Gravenberch or Endo
Yeah.
or whoever and Szoboszlai on the right side. It's just like super attacking, bro.
Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is my favorite kid, my favorite one right now, bro.
But yeah, I would that would make me nervous. I would think just having that type. But I mean, it seems to be working. So I mean, I can't really
It's working right now. My only thing is like defensively, bro. Like let's just solidify the back. I hate like
you got a
seeing.
clean sheet though today.
Yeah, I got a clean sheet, but you know what I mean? In a Liverpool form, though, you know what I mean? Always going to have these shaky chances in the back, you know what I mean? Like Alisson, Van Dijk, you know.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know what I mean? I'm not too happy. I hope that if we face City, you know what I mean, that we can keep it straight at the back, you know what I mean? Keep the attack going, keep the football going. Like, that's my only
What
thing.
do you think is your best back line right now? Well, I mean, I think I
With
know.
Robertson, if he's fit,
Yeah. Who?
Konate, Van Dijk, and
So you would pick Konate over Matza?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Konate is the next Van Dijk. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I trust in Konate. We love Ibu over here. I love Ibu. I cannot lie. But yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
I don't know if you want to talk about this. I have a little bit of notes about VAR, just in general. I mean, today with the United chance, it didn't matter regardless whether that was a penalty or not.
Right.
In the first half, it didn't matter. We were just shit. We were going to give away more goals regardless, I think. But
regardless, especially by the way that Holland header went in.
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you guys turned off, but okay.
When you play Lindelof at left back, it's kind of par for the course.
Where's
Against
the 6-foot Viking? You know what I mean? Like, I wonder where he's at. You turn around. Oh,
Holland. Yeah. But so regardless, Hoyland gave away a penalty. That didn't matter because I think we were going to give away
goals anyway.
more goals regardless.
But VAR.
But there's been over the past couple weeks, not so much last week, but past couple weeks, there's been like a discussion of if VAR, because there was a lot of, I think the week prior in the Liverpool-Everton game, people were complaining about some of the.
I think there was a challenge that one of the Ibu had like damn near like taken one of the Everton players out. Who's the Everton defender, the black one? Not Young. Right back. Everton right back.
Why am I blanking?
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Let me just look.
Like past United legend, I feel like.
That's Ashley Young.
Is it Ashley Young?
He played at left back. I think he played left back. It was. Yeah, Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley Young, right? He got sent off for I forgot what he got 2 yellow cards, right? He got sent off. But I feel like there was a challenge that was kind of similar to the one that Konate had made.
Yep.
And they were trying to ask for another yellow card, basically. I think I don't know if he already had one or if we were there. I think they were asking for another yellow.
I think
because they were saying, oh, he should have been sent off. But
then he did get sent off.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Konate
never.
Konate?
Not Konate.
Ashley Young,
sorry.
yeah. But other than that, I mean, like, there's been even the other Liverpool game.
Then there was the Michael Keane handball that some people were disputing.
Yeah.
It was like,
if it was really a handball or whatever.
when you have your arm outstretched
Yeah.
in any kind of circumstance, as we've seen like with the McTominay one,
Yeah, it's gonna be a handball.
it's going to be a handball. That's what it is. But some players are, I think Christian Pulisic,